Am I in frame? I feel like I'm not. Should I make it a little taller? Let's make it a little taller. My 5'11" ass. My ass isn't 5'11", I'm 5'11". If my ass itself was 5'11", that'd be a really thick, tall ass. Hello Chaos Gang and welcome back to my bullshit. I'm Sybil and today I'm here alone. If you want any of Ali or I's socials, they will be dropped in the description below. Before we get into the video, quick shout out to Disturbia. They're not paying me to say this, but they sent me these clothes and they're super cute. So here's the shirt. Here's the joggers. Look how fucking cute. Don't you put my feet on Wiki Feet, I swear to God. So thanks Disturbia for sending me those clothes. Super sick, thanks. I'll also put Disturbia's website down in the description if you want to check them out. So today I thought we would do a little bit of Reddit exploring, which I enjoy. We're gonna be looking at the subreddit, Am I the Asshole? I have seen these videos all over TikTok. I've seen them in my YouTube recommended. I've seen them everywhere, and every time I watch one of them, I am fucking dead. It's hilarious. I love them. So today I figured you and I could love them together as one, perhaps. So basically this Reddit is people telling a story and then at the end being like, am I the asshole? I don't know how else better to explain it, so we're just gonna like read one and you'll get the gist and the vibe. Play along, you know? Drop in the comments if you think they're the asshole or the other person is the asshole. Explain why, let me know. Tell me your little thought process from that little big brain. Am I the asshole for refusing to follow my... I thought that said MILF for a second. Am I the asshole for refusing to follow my MILF's rules? Am I the asshole refusing to follow my mother-in-law's rules when I am in their house? Okay, so the titles of these always catch me off guard because like right away you look at that and you're like, yeah, you're probably the asshole, but something tells me there's more to this story, you know? Me, 20, female, and my boyfriend, 21, male, have been together for 2.5 years. Why didn't I just say 2.5? We both currently live in Paris. Oh, nice. He is American, but he came to France for his studies and decided to stay. We have moved in together 6 months ago and everything is going great. Because of COVID, I never really got the chance to go to the US and meet his parents. But since it is now possible, he really wanted me to go with him and visit them. I was more than happy to go because obviously it is very important for him. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that would be really important to both of you, right? Like meeting each other's parents, especially when they live outside of the country. That'd be also a fucking trip. That'd be awesome, that'd be sick. Although I guess you're coming here, I wanna go to Paris. When I met them, they were very welcoming and at first we got along great. But then I was kind of confused / upset by their behavior. I knew his parents are religious and it's more than okay with me even if I am not. I don't think I was expecting that. During our first meal, they asked me if I knew any prayer and I said no. His mother then told me it's the least you could know and I was like, what the fuck? Sorry, but I don't believe in God. I'm assuming that those thoughts were kept in the head. But no, I agree. Like, how do you expect somebody to know prayer if you're not religious or didn't grow up in a religious household? I certainly don't know how to pull a prayer out of my asshole, especially because I don't know one. I can make something up. Dear baby Jesus.
Dear tiny Jesus, your golden fleece diapers with your tiny little fat balled up fist pawing.
He was a man, he had a beard.
Look, I like the baby version the best, do you hear me?
Later she was showing me my room and his mother said that we will sleep in a different room because it was more appropriate. I had never seen an adult couple sleeping separately. We lived together, so like, why should she care? Since it seems that the issue was about sex, I tried to reassure her by making a joke and she looked so offended by the fact that I had implied we were having sex. I felt like I had insulted her even though we are both adults. Long story short, I tried to convince her gently to let me sleep in the same room than him, but let it go since it was going nowhere. I wasn't happy to spend our vacation together in different rooms. This one's weird to me because it's like, yes, when you think about it, you're both adults. You both sleep in the same room and yeah, you probably have sex. She's probably offended because she's super religious. She just seems like the lady that doesn't like those kind of jokes, which is lame, but you know, to each their own. If I was staying at Allie's parents' house and they expected us to sleep in different rooms, like it would suck and it would be weird and it would be different, but like, sure, I guess. Like I definitely agree that it's weird, but I would respect that, especially because like these parents are super religious, so their main concern is that y'all are fucking in the bedroom. Weird, but not like an outright crazy demand, I guess, to me, at least. The last issue that really pushed me to stop accepting her behavior when she said that they would buy dessert after going to church. I was like, oh nice, maybe I could help by cooking the meal while you are at church. She was shocked and told me they expected me to go with them to church. I said no, that I didn't want to go because I don't believe in God, so it makes me uncomfortable. She was very upset and tried to make me change my mind, but I stood my ground and said that I would not go. After this, my boyfriend said I was not respecting them. I told him that I was 100% respecting their beliefs, but she was the one not respecting mine. Honestly, I was a bit upset by his behavior because while I agree me and his mother might see things differently, I think it is healthy to explain, to talk about why I disagree with calm and respect. He insisted that I was wrong by not accepting their rules. I thought about it, and maybe I am ready to see if maybe I was the asshole. Okay, so I feel a couple different ways about this one. The sleeping in the different rooms, while I think it's weird, like, I mean, just do it. Like, you're still seeing each other during this day, you're still hanging out, and it's just for their parents' comfort, and you're gonna, like, leave after the vacation, right? So I would do that personally. I don't know how other people feel. As for the church thing, I definitely don't think you should force people to go to church if they don't want to go to church. But personally, I probably would have just gone and kept the peace. Because this feels like very, like, opposite ends, do not think alike. In the future, you can figure out something different. But for now, like, you're stuck in the United States on your first visit to the family. And that's coming from somebody who has had very bad experiences with religion and religious people. Not that all of y'all are like that. I know you're not. But I have had very bad experiences, and I still probably would have just been like, okay, I can handle one church Sunday, you know? But I don't think this person's necessarily an asshole for refusing, because I could definitely see how weird and uncomfortable that would be. So I get that. I don't think they're an asshole. I just think I would have done it to avoid conflict. So no, I don't think you're the asshole. It's not like you snuck in and started sleeping in the same bed or caused like a huge uproar, I'm assuming from reading this. You just were like, that's weird and I don't want to go to church. I don't think that's a dick move. I think that's just you setting boundaries, which, like, fair enough. But also, some parents are just super religious and get offended by stuff like that, so they probably see you as the asshole, and I'm sure you see them as the asshole. Usually I feel like when I read these, like, there's a very clear cut, like, this person's a dick. But for me, I'm like, okay, yeah, the mother-in-law, I would not get along with her either, but she doesn't seem like an asshole. But also don't force people to go to church, because that's kind of a dick move. See, I'm on the fence. Next time, get a hotel or something, don't stay with them. Weird, but not like, oh my god, I fucking hate this. Yeah, let me know how you feel about that one, because I really don't know how to feel. Am I the asshole for giving my coworker a fantasy novel for Secret Santa to try to broaden her horizons? Okay, off the bat, it sounds like a kind of a dick move. Like, just by the title, I'm like, why would you get somebody something that you feel like they wouldn't like to, like, broaden their horizons instead of just like a simple, nice gift that you know that they would like? I don't know. Let's see. For Secret Santa, I got Sarah, who put down a bunch of books that she wanted, as well as other things like socks, tea, and candy. I was a little disappointed, to be honest, because I really like to shop for people and give really cool gifts, and these were just blah things. I feel like that's kind of rude, because even if you don't like shopping for those things, that's what they're interested in, or that's what they need. So either way, like, I don't know, I don't get that. When I looked up all the books to get her, I found out that they were all romance novels. I felt kind of cringe buying her romance novels, so I looked at the common themes and found a really good fantasy novel to buy her instead, called Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson. It has a romance in it too. I figure if she likes to read, then she'd be happy to broaden her horizons and branch out. I also got her some Baby Yoda socks to go with it, because who doesn't like Baby Yoda, and some Bigelow tea that looked good. No, okay, here's the thing. If she likes romance novels, just get her a romance novel. And being like, oh, well, this fantasy book has a romance in it, it's like, I could turn on any fucking TV show and there's gonna be romance. Have y'all seen the Fear Street movies on Netflix? Those are all horror movies, but, like, yeah, there's a romance in it, but it's definitely not like a romance movie, you know what I mean? You just completely pushed away what they wanted and liked to get them something that you thought was, like, better. It sounds like you're picking a gift more for yourself than this person. Also, calling their interests cringe is kind of fucking rude. We did the exchange this morning and she looked visibly confused when she opened hers. Yeah, obviously. She changed her face to be surprised/happy, but this really bothered me. In the break room later, I heard her talking and complaining, saying she didn't get why someone got her these things. Valid. The other person said they probably were upset they got a woman instead of a man, which I thought was rude. I'm a woman too, but I'm not a pumpkin spice latte and Hallmark woman. I'm really not vibing with this person, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just not like other girls. I just hate romance novels, but I love Star Wars and fantasy. It's fine if you like pumpkin spice lattes and Hallmark, and it's fine if you like romance novels. Like, if you didn't want to get into this situation, just get the person something that you knew they would have liked. They had like a whole list. A whole list. Then after, I saw her give the socks to someone else, saying they could have them for their kid. Yeah, honestly, she did the right thing. She's like, I'm not gonna wear these Baby Yoda socks because this is not something I'm interested in, so I'm gonna give them to somebody who's gonna be able to put them to use. Makes perfect sense. I was honestly really bothered by this, really. I put thought and effort into a gift. You put thought and effort into something that somebody specifically didn't ask for. You had a list of things you could have gotten. You could have chose whichever one looked the least cringe to you and gone with it. You put effort into picking out a gift to shape somebody else's personality. Am I the asshole for getting her? Yes. Am I the asshole for getting her something to branch out of the humdrum romance genre and Baby Yoda socks? I thought everyone liked Baby Yoda. Yes, you are the asshole, because this whole entire paragraph of stuff is you shitting on her interests and shitting on the things she likes and shitting on her for not liking the random things you tried to force upon her. What? Oh, there's an edit. For those trying to make this into me being a pick-me, first of all, don't be misogynistic. You're being a pick-me. I'm not like other girls, so I'm gonna try to force this other girl not to like things. It's not misogynistic to say that you are a pick-me and being an asshole to other women. That's what you're doing. You are being an asshole to another woman in this whole thread. Second of all, she wasn't talking about $5 Harlequin romances on her list. Her list had following books: Beach, read by Emily Henry, The People Who blah blah blah. So there aren't traditional romance novels. They were normal enough to make me think that branching out was fine. So if they weren't the Harlequin romance novels, why did you think they were so cringe and not just get them for her? You're just backtracking. It's fucking annoying. You think that some of the things that I get from my family members, I'm like, oh my god, this is so fucking cool, like, no. Sometimes I look at something and I'm like, this is so fucking cool for them, and this is gonna make them happy and excited. Anyways, moving on from that. Okay, we're gonna do one more. This title really caught my attention. Am I the asshole for treating my daughter like a maid? I'm a single mom to Olivia, 14 female. We have an arrangement where she is responsible for cleaning her room and bathroom. I clean my room and bathroom, and we split the common areas. It works out pretty well for us. Another thing is, whoever is ready for school/work first makes lunch. Nobody's asking for a gourmet meal. Most of the time it's some kind of sandwich, bagel, or quesadilla. I'd also say it's around 50-50 on who makes lunch. My parents came to stay with us for Thanksgiving, and I reminded Olivia that it was her day to sweep the living room/kitchen and wipe down the counters. My parents asked why I make her do so many chores when our house is so small. I told them that half the mess is hers, so it's only fair for her to contribute. I also said it's good for her to know how to do these things for when she's older. My parents said that I'm treating her like a maid and told me to use my child support money to pay for a maid if I can't handle cleaning the house by myself. I told them that it's not that I can't handle cleaning the house by myself, I just think that if she lives here, she has to contribute. My parents still think I'm abusing my kids, so I wanted to know if I was the asshole. What? What? Kind of shocked by this. From reading the title, I thought it was gonna be like a fight between her and her daughter or something. I didn't think it was gonna be the parents having a problem. No, I don't think this lady is the asshole at all. First of all, you're a single mom who's working. That's already a giant task. Like, I grew up with a single mom who had 4 kids. Like, I had my dad and I would go see him on the weekends, but during the weekdays, like, we lived with my mom and it was her. That is an insanely tough fucking role. First of all, cleaning your own bedroom and bathroom makes perfect sense in any world to me. Like, I can't imagine having a 14-year-old kid and making sure I constantly clean their room and I constantly clean their bathroom. Like, you have to learn a little bit of responsibility at some point, and also, like, learn how to clean. We're not just innately born knowing how to fold clothes or how often we should dust or how often we should vacuum. Like, we're not innately born with that knowledge. Even if it sounds super mundane and stupid now, like, yes, we do have to learn how to clean. At some point in your life, you learned how to clean. So no, I think that's just a useful skill. As far as the cooking thing, that also makes total sense to me. Obviously, Allie and I are dating and together and adults, but depending on like who has what going on, we divvy up cooking and cleaning and such. Which, once again, cooking is a useful skill anyways, so 14 years old, yeah, you should be learning how to cook a little bit. And like the mom said, it's just like quesadillas or sandwiches that takes quite literally 5 minutes. I think that makes perfect sense. And as far as divvying up like the common areas, yeah, it doesn't take much time to do a quick sweep or do some dishes or take out the trash. This lady is not the asshole. I feel like now I'm just going off. You're not the asshole. Your parents kind of sound like assholes. Now, you would be the asshole if she was having to clean her room, her bathroom, your bathroom, the kitchen, and then all the common areas every single day while making you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now, that would be a fucking problem. But this sounds pretty fair to me. That's how I feel. Well, there was a couple assholes today, and there's one right underneath me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want any of my socials, like I said earlier, they will be down in the description below. I started a gaming channel, and I dropped the first video there as well, so feel free to check that out. It's called Sybil.Kappert Games, or it'll be in the description. I'll pop a card up there, you know. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe maybe, perhaps, or are you the asshole? Do you guys want to see something really cool? If I take my hand and I put it over the camera like this, it looks like I just said goodbye.
When you say grace, you can say it to grown-up Jesus or teenage Jesus or bearded Jesus or whoever you want.